Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Good night, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is M.ghilang Setiawan. I'm from class K2 2024. My ID student is 2403050065. Now I will present you what I choose the article for my mid test. So I choose the article by author L. Bening Pratiwa Sekuchi and Anna Fitriati dengan by the title is Reading Habits Among Students of Universitas Atmajaya Yogyakarta. Now I will explain the first slide is implicit assumption in the text. In this article, I choose three of it. First is student interest has shifted from printed reading material into the online activity that provide them with an abundant practical option to get information from their cell phone. Implicit assumption was the author assumed that the shift of the digital media automatically caused a decline in the deep reading interest. The second is even though Indonesia comes the third among Asian countries in the world rank Indonesia is in the 31 position compared to Singapore was 14 and Thailand was 21. Implicit assumption was the author assumed that lower rank directly indicate poor reading habit without considering the cultural or infrastructural context. The third is it is necessarily to find the reason for young blood people not to read, not solve the problem accordingly. Implicit assumption was the author proposes that low reading interest is a problem that can be solved through the specific intervention. Move to the next is meta-cognitive strategy for improving reading habits. First, I will choose the awareness stage that will have two options. The first is recognize lack of the reading habits, and two is identify distraction, example like social media. And the second is monitoring stage. The option is set reading goals, example like 3 minutes for day. Thus, the second option is track attention and comprehension. Move to the next stage is control stage. Adjust reading methods by summarizing and noting. Choose suitable material and reading time. And the end is reflection stage. Evaluate comprehension and enjoyment and plan improvement for the future reading. That is my metacognitive strategy for improving reading habits. Move to the next is presentation speech or section. First first question is what did you choose this article? I choose this article because it explores very relevant issue focused by university students in Indonesia. The decline of the reading habits as the student of the English education. I'm not interested in understanding how reading behavior influence academic performance, language development, and critical thinking. The second question is what was the most important thing that you learned from the text you choose to read? So in here, the most important thing I learned that although my students acknowledge the importance of the reading, only a small number actually read regularly. The study also showed that digital distraction, especially social media, significantly reduce time spent on meaningful reading activity. The third question is what additionally thought or question came to mind as you were reading and thinking about the article. While reading, I began to wonder how educator can practically encourage the student to rebuild their reading habits, although also thought about how digital reading platforms such as ebook reading apps and or online book clubs could serve as a bridge between student digital lives and cultivation of the deeper reading engagements. So that's all my this end of my presentation from my article, from my perception. So I hope you understand what I just say, and I hope you forgive me for my lack of ability to language of it. That's all for me. Thank you for having me.